Hi everybody, Dan here with No Games for Old Men, and welcome back to Sands of Aura. We're back at STARSPIRE Refuge after completing a couple of our little side quests last episode. And the reason we are here is for the one and only quest that we have right now. We have to deliver Embersarian's restored sigil to the Nexus. So, the Nexus is underneath the burned out church here. So we're going to head in there, and we'll see if there's enemies respawn. Yep, they have. Enemies have respawned. So, I have to... I didn't one-shot that guy. Oh my goodness. Man, I remember how tough that guy was the first time I came in here. It's funny how your power level changes. Whoop. Oh, you got me. You got me with the backhand. Good job. On that one as well. Very disappointing. Alright, so we need to head down there. Oh. Alright, let's get rid of these grenadiers first. So they're not throwing... Because I'm going to have to wait for the elevator to come up. Okay, coast is clear. Let's go. And I'm hoping that there's a clearer path this time, because I remember how difficult it was to find my way around down here. Wait a minute. What is this? Hang on. Is there... Have I forgotten about another exit to this place? Oh. Oh, my Lanta. I walked right past it. That's funny. Okay, well, now we don't have to go through the church anymore. I don't know if I knew about that before or not, but totally forgot about it. If I did. Alright, in we go. This is the Nexus, is it not? Oh.
Can I ask you a question?
Different portal. Of course. She peers down at her hands and lets her gaze linger there.
Why do you invite so many outsiders to Starspire?
What do you mean?
The Ferrum, the Alchemect. It's like putting a candle beside a stack of papers.
And what if the candle makes it easier to read?
But you would move it when you left. You would extinguish it to be sure.
Oh. Others depend on the light, Aura.
But there's still a chance that everything burns. How do you know? How do you keep it safe?
Where would Lawrence be without your help, Aura?
But you don't understand. I have my own... Besides, you could have done it without me.
No. We did it together, Aura. She gazes at her reflection within the ornate metalwork of a nearby pillar.
I guess you're right.
Let's go. Interesting. Okay, place Embarsarian sigil. So we're going through a different portal this time. I think. And there's one more portal that is still intact, so I think there's going to be another set of
the
events.
Spirits from before. There's not even an echo of them.
Okay, yeah, we're in here again.
There's no confusion, no desire or comfort. It's all just hollow. And all because of...
She turns her gaze just beyond the pylon and lets it linger upon the giant fissure which splits the ground in two. Aura?
The fraying. Can you feel it? I didn't know this would happen.
Her gaze remains fixed upon the fissure. Aura, we have to cross that gap. As if shaking herself free of something, she peers first to you, then toward the runic pylon.
If you listen, you can hear it. Like slow-moving water, or the wind over sand. The pylons resonate with it. Mana imbued into the stone. Maybe I can borrow some and teleport us across.
Have you done this before?
Well, no. But it can't be harder than just asking nicely, right? I need time to channel energy from the pylon. The barrier will weaken as I draw from it, and the depraved...
I'll keep them off of you. Oh, God! Well, not if they come out of nowhere like that. Alright.
I just need a little. I promise I won't keep it.
Man! I didn't hear what she said. Thank God, they literally materialize out of nowhere. Oh, jeez. Thank goodness. Can that stop now? Alright, I'm just gonna follow this chain. There she is. She keeps her back to you, her focus poring over the carved runes along the wall.
An extended hand. A cry in the darkness.
You teleported me down the gap, didn't you?
His voice echoed through the fissure. I tried to block it out, but I couldn't. You can see them, right? His words in the stone. He is here.
Maveth?
Following our footsteps in the sand.
How do we get out of here?
The summit. I've seen it. I can teleport us there.
What about Maveth? Can you focus enough to get us there?
The source of their conflict lies at the temple. If I focus on that, I can get us there.
Alright. I've got your back.
Was it worth it?
Oh gosh, I'm trapped and I need a bell.
I see them.
Jeez. I didn't even get a chance to ring a bell there. Let's do it now, eh? And let's drink a mimosa. All right. There's a... Oh. Thought I could harvest that. Oh, boy. More of these guys. Okay, that works. Yeah, if you want to go ahead and do that.
This was all there was. A world of shadows and walls. I always believed they were impenetrable. That they could never fall.
What happened?
I ran away. Flew until there was nothing left. I promised myself I wouldn't stop until I couldn't see them anymore.
She turns her gaze upon the barrier blocking entrance into the temple.
And for so long, I thought it would be different. I thought they were only down here.
Aura.
But even if you can't see them, they're there, keeping people out, keeping them isolated.
She extends her arms to the barrier.
I should have realized a long time ago running doesn't do any good. That walls can only be knocked down.
Am I coming with her or something? Do I hit the barrier? Don't know if that was a timed thing or what, like the others.
But I didn't. I couldn't do it.
Oh, here he is again. This creepy dude. Mentes.
I was content to watch you break upon this pinnacle. To relish in that delicious realization of limitation. Yet what boldness is privilege to the desperate. To stand before me in such a form. You drape yourself in delusion, child.
It seems we have that in common. But for all your power, for all your presence, your hands still tremble. How much longer until...
Yeah, Aura, don't let him talk to you like that. Ooh.
The orb in your custody makes you herald of reconciliation long past. Now come. I know you seek passage into the holy city.
This guy is so creepy. Can I walk on this? Oh, it doesn't even let you try. Gotta go around.
To be consigned to such a trivial application. The chrysome orb wilts in the custody of your order. Its return to my domain can only mean you seek to rescind the deal between us.
A deal between you and the Remnant Order?
The barrier around issue law endures through perpetuity. It keeps fettered that foul duplicity which festers within the city. For this feat, your order granted me certain liberties. Liberties whose sheen has gone dim with age. Return the Chrysum orb to me, and I'll provide you entrance into that vulgar place.
What if I don't?
With the return of the Chrysum orb, I restore my dominion. And through me, the path toward those sigils of an age foregone becomes clear. Our desires are entwined.
Yeah, I have some questions first.
My attention is wasted on this.
Why was Ishular sealed away?
The deceit upon which the city was built became something tangible, material, due to the Night Plague. Its birth was slow, but a virulent mist rose to catch the city by its throat.
Were there survivors?
What few remained within the city was sacrificed. A command given by your order.
Oh, really? The fracturing in the dunes.
A paroxysm to be disregarded.
The mass twists its head towards something unseen.
We will have control!
Okay. Well, the only option is to give him the orb, so here we go.
To have been separated so long.
As the Chrysum orb floats before his mass of twisted limbs, he examines it closely.
Atrophy has occurred in absence. A duration is required to enliven the orb again. The way will unfold when ready.
With the disregarding motion, the mass flicks his hand. A shroud upon the floor moves quickly, enveloping first your feet, then your hips and chest. Before you can breathe, your entire body is submerged into darkness.
Be mindful of your strings.
Ah!
What say we strike a deal
Hey.
and refrain from having any more bedside conversations in the near future?
Look who's up and about. Despite a grimace of pain as he laughs, he gives you a friendly wink. Lawrence, you're awake!
And from what I hear, that's due only to your valiant efforts, Knight-to-be. Thank you. Truly.
Galena did most of the heavy lifting anyway. Is that true? Is that really true? No. We'll
To
give it.
think you both should have to extend yourselves such on my behalf.
As a smile moves across his face, you feel there is much effort behind it.
And yet it seems, despite everything, your sense of impeccable timing persists.
What do you mean?
The STARSPIRE Festival has begun. A celebration with food and games waits just beyond our doorstep.
Is this really the time to be celebrating?
A storm is brewing, yes. But though they cannot name it, the people of STARSPIRE feel it too. So they gather around what levity lingers. Surround what candles still produce light. We should honor their wishes, Knight. Often it is the people who know most what they need. Should relaxing be too strict in order for you, seek out Steadston, the lamplighter, along Starspire's lower terrace. I hear he's been put in charge of preparing the firework display, and I would very much like to avoid igniting another part of our town.
I bet. Why even have a festival?
It's been dedicated to many things over the years. A bountiful yield, the construction of the church, the welcoming of a nascent remnant knight. With each incarnation, we're invited to drift again into times of playfulness, into peace. The festival is just what you see on the surface, the flowering of a community whose roots run deep.
What is there to do this year?
The snap of the sails on the wind. That unfamiliar set of ruins on the horizon. I'll not spoil the secrets of Discovery Night.
He leans in, as if to keep something from the rest of the empty room around you.
Though, I am looking forward to admiring the modifications Tannen made to our old telescope.
How are you feeling? For a moment, his face seems to take on a strange shape.
So many times were we back in that sanctum night. Again and again, raising arms against that beast. It's strange. Now that I've recovered, though the dream lingers, it is no longer I who falls, but you.
Cheers, thanks to that. I'll see to Stetson then.
Wander and get lost a little. Now is the time to truly appreciate what we have here in STARSPIRE.
Festival of the Spire. Speak to Stetson. Okay. Have we unlocked this yet? No. Lower Terrace. Oh, everybody who was hanging around here is gone now. Wow, even Galena.
A lewd night. Galena stepped out to enjoy the festival, so if you need to trade, I'll do my best to help you.
Okay. Let's buy some of these for breakdown. With what little glint we have left after doing all of our upgrades. Oh, this is new. Alright, looking for the lamplighter. Oh, look at all this stuff. These floating candles and such. Cool. Alright, even all these folks have gone to the festival.
It's not like chopping wood. Those statues are, well, statues.
You promised you'd win me a prize!
Why don't you enroll in the foot race and win your own prize? Better yet, win me something.
You promised you'd win me a prize. Aha!
Suppose you'll be wanting to try your hand as well, knight. Maybe you'll be more impressive than the rest of them.
What is this?
Inflict damage to the statue as fast as possible. The quicker you do it, the more emblems you earn. Simple, really. Ready
Sure,
to
I'll give it a go.
begin. Finish. Let's see.
How'd we do?
You qualified for Tier 1.
Tier 1 meaning the best? Or is it like 1 being worst and 10 being best?
Impressive form, knight. Seems we've no reason to fear inanimate objects so long as you're around. Anyway, here are your emblems. See me if you'd like to play again.
Okay, 15 festival emblems. A token of flimsy metal, once emblazoned with STARSPIRE's famous spire. The silhouette has faded due to reuse over many festivals, can be exchanged with Misha, or Misha, for prizes during the festival. While many believe the Festival of the Spire originated after a community made its remnant allies, a few residents hold a different truth. It is said that long ago, a powerful magician built an observatory atop the sharpest peaks of the Amber Clove Hills, and beneath that observatory sprung up a town. During the ruin of the world, this magician, at great cost to himself, used his power to protect both the tower and town beneath it. The Festival of the Spire is believed to have begun not long after. Oh my gosh, there's carnival games.
And you know I've a sensitivity to incense.
But her abilities are enhanced on account of the festival. Naturally, the cost has got to reflect that. It'll be worth it, honest. Besides, aren't you concerned with that rash?
Oh.
Rations is what I said. Rations. I was concerned about the water crisis is all.
He leans in close to Warbly and cups his hand over a portion of his mouth.
Don't go shouting so even the grotto knows about it.
Fortune teller. Whoops, let's not stand on the furniture.
Oh, what divine timing, knight. I've a new divination method I must align to the celestial plane. Care to let the cards read your fate and help me rehearse? Free of charge for an old friend, of course. Plus, there's emblems in it for you.
Sure, I'll take a reading.
Right. The number of eidolons you draw determines how many emblems you earn, and the clarity of the reading at the end of this.
Eidolons.
A knight who don't know their ancestral history.
Exposed.
Eidolons are the holy paragons of the lady herself.
Of course,
Within
everybody
the
knows
deck,
that.
each represent a unique aspect of humanity.
Got it. With a flourish of her fingers, she shuffles the deck of ornate cards and cuts them into 3 equal piles.
If you could, focus your mind. That'll align your internal dimension to the deck, or however it goes. When you draw a card from a pile, visualize a specific moment long ago.
I'm going to draw from the middle, and I'm visualizing finding Calder under the tree at Hurwell.
Let's see. You drew the 3rd star. A card of lesser brilliance, which represents dashed hopes, anguish, and eventual transformation.
Does that mean Calder is going to be redeemed? She glances down at a scroll beside her.
Connections to the ethereal plane erode quickly. I feel another payment may be necessary to secure the attachment.
She gives a sly smile.
Don't mind me. This bit is only for paying customers.
Naturally. She reshuffles and cuts the deck into 3 equal piles again.
Now, focus on a recent moment. Doesn't need to be special, just something particular for the spirits to latch onto.
Okay, going from the left, and I'm thinking about the relief I felt after defeating the Wilgrim twins.
Let's see. You drew the 1st star. A card of lesser brilliance, which represents the prime realization, self-discovery, and individuality. The spirits are here with us. They're calling out, guiding us toward a shared...
You're overdoing it a bit.
Oh, you have a lot of practice in divination, do you?
She cuts the deck into 3 equal piles before you.
Oh, just hurry up and draw.
Oh my.
Focus your mind on something you wish to occur.
Okay, draw from the right, and I'm not going to tell you what I wish to occur. You'll just make something up.
Let's see. You drew the 7th star. A card of lesser brilliance which represents fortune, favor, and material abundance.
Okay. Sounds like Plurexus needs to be over here for this one. She peers again down at the scroll beside her and runs her finger along it in silence.
Here is where I offer a focus crystal purchase to enhance the clarity of the vision. We can just skip that part.
Please. She moves a dish of water in front of her and then drops a few petals of an indigo eye into it. After a deep breath, she runs her finger in a circle along the surface of the water.
Now, let's view the final verdict of your fate. Reckon your future remains hidden, knight, without any eidolon to sweep away the ethereal fog?
She double-checks the scroll, then peers back into the dish.
Can't be giving you any emblems either.
Oh!
Afraid that's the way of the cards.
You serious?
Oh well, you get what you pay for, don't ya?
Oh, man. She stands and extends her arm toward the exit.
Come back if you'd like another practice reading, knight. Oh, and do tell your friends.
Sure. You promised me emblems. You liar.
Say, how
Here's
important is
Stetson.
a fireworks show, really? Considering the whole burning of the church and everything, I think something more subdued, like a candlelight vigil, would be a better fit. Don't you? Plus, we have barrels of candles. Candles are everywhere.
Don't listen to him, Knight. He's trying to cover for letting the Sandweavers get pilfered.
Oh, wait, what was stolen?
If anyone let them get stolen, it was Delton here. He was assigned to keep watch. I was just trying to be proactive. So I wired the Sandweavers up early. You understand? Got the fuses timed and the order configured. I didn't think anyone would take them if I left them in the rack.
You left them?
Well, not with a sign that said free fireworks. Like I said, Delton was assigned to keep watch.
I was here the whole time. Only stepped away a few times.
Did you see anything suspicious?
Found this nearby, actually. A trail of powder also leading away from the rack.
He extends you a dagger with an ornate pommel.
I'd recognize it anywhere. It's a bellwether's blade.
Oh.
This one belongs to Rindel.
Where is Rindel?
At the combat arena, I imagine. He participates in the tournament every festival. The upper terrace of Starspire, just before the felled statue.
How do you know it's his?
It's the gaudy crossguard.
Ha!
I've seen Rindel brandish it in the barracks more times than I can remember. Usually accompanied by some billowing about his exploits.
Why would he steal fireworks?
He was like spoiled ale after they rescheduled on account of Lawrence. Though to hurt the festival, to cripple the part that folks love most. I really hope we find them. Fireworks are my father's favorite. We've watched since I was a boy.
I'll need to speak with him then.
If you do confront him, could you leave me out of it? I've not been on his good side for some time. It won't be pretty if he learns I gave you his name.
Okay, so we're heading up the stairs, but first I want to see what else is going on here at the festival. Hilson the Cropkeep.
You must believe me when I say this year is different.
What are you talking about?
At least this knows I've seen 'em. Pointing, snickering. But I'd stake my life on it, Knight. This is the best mash stew I've ever delivered.
He lifts a heavy lid off a large pot.
Just take a whiff.
Okay. The aroma is complex, a mixture of spice and salt, just a tinge of sweetness. Surprisingly, it sets your mouth to watering.
Fancy a bowl? All's I'm asking is you try it. It's free of charge so long as you send folks my way.
Sure, why not?
What champion of taste you are!
Snatching a bowl from under the table, he ladles out a hearty helping, slaps in a spoon, and thrusts it toward you. After a few bites, your stomach begins to flutter. Uh-oh.
I truly believe you can taste the attention given to my crop.
Flutter as in I'm about to throw up. The flutter builds into a thunderous cramping. Your tongue goes numb. Your hands begin shaking. The tumult consumes your every thought.
Everything all right? You're looking a little...
I trusted you. Blah. Oh my god, it killed me? Holy crap. That is hysterical. Okay. We're gonna go back and talk to that individual immediately. He had better give me some emblems in exchange for killing me. You poisoned me to death, you bastard.
Afraid I can only spare one bowl, Knight. Need to make sure there's plenty for others.
Yeah, you'll not be serving anybody else. How dare you? Destroy your stuff. I can't. Oh, I'll come back. Alright, anything going on down here at the docks? There's people down here sometimes. Joliffe the Waxwicker.
Boy, Knight.
Oi.
Happy festival.
Thanks.
Have you come to honor our ancestors? The Balefire course would be grateful to have your offering.
What's the Balefire course?
A path set for those who rest within her golden fields. An invitation extended to our lost, so they may return and share in celebration. May they look down upon the Sand Sea and follow these guiding lights home.
I'd like to, yes.
Take this and release it with the others. A sturdy parchment protects the offering inside. And have a new wax blend for the candle, which makes it lighter than a flower petal. You have my word your offering will burn bright and float a great length.
Thank you.
Do you ever feel like you're missing a moment, even though it's happening right in front of you? Like you're stuck waiting for something, even though you can see it just there, playing out?
It's hard to always be present. With her gaze fixed upon the many offerings drifting over the sand, she lingers on the edge of the dock.
Floating slowly into the unknown, out into danger. So many dim lights made endlessly brighter together. Maybe I've been thinking about it wrong. Maybe I'm the lucky one.
How so?
Sometimes it's hard to appreciate the beauty of something until you're outside of it. Until you see it, like this, moving out and away from you.
Let's change that.
Oh, but I couldn't.
Hurry up, or you won't catch the others. She takes a deep breath.
This is for you. These are your...
With the festival offering before her, Aura lowers it gently into the sand. She smiles as a simple wind sails it slowly in the direction of the others.
Do you think they can really see them? Your ancestors, I mean.
I don't think it matters.
It's nice to think about regardless. That even through all the unknowns, there's a glow on the horizon, waiting like a promise.
Let's stay a little longer. Wondering if this is a timed thing or... Oh, no, she ends it on her own. Hey, dude.
Ready when you are, Knight.
Are you enjoying the festival?
Just a day like any other.
Okay.
We still have a duty to attend.
Yeah. Okay. You still don't need to make me feel guilty about it. Hey, man. Thanks for the candle. Alright, up we go. We've got... do we go to the tavern next? Let's check out this area here.
Can't forget what they've done for us, Ulbar. No more begging. No more hungry bellies. Just so long as...
So long as we acquire a taste for licking boots.
No. Okay. That's everything on the lower terrace. I'm gonna pop into the tavern real quick. Oh, look at this. We've actually got some people.
So it was that I found
Gideon
myself
standing on a...
by dilemma.
But how did you choose?
I'll tell you, seeing them in that cage, burdened by blistering heat, the husks of melted ferrum foreshadowing their future, I've never been one for duty, but I did what anyone would. The Cinderhold is no place for mere men.
Now that's a story. Only tale I've heard with more amputation and electricity than that is how Bannon lost his leg.
Oh, do tell.
She fought with pride, she fought with class.
You'll want to use a twill weave then. You've seen it before. Just a simple diagonal pattern, but it's quite durable.
Durable even against chewing? Against their sniping and snapping mouth parts?
With enough layers, it'll be like iron. You'll want to use a twill weave
Whoops.
then.
Durable.
With enough layers, it...
So must have accidentally restarted the conversation.
And the remnants
Oh. No one's,
Night,
listening.
pal. You've got to speak to Yilda on my behalf. I was just doing like the rest of them, honest.
What happened?
She's barred me from the drinking contest. Said I was cheating, but everyone here's trying to get one up on potential competitors. I just took what they were saying and referenced it with Saleh, a right encyclopedia about spirits he is. Tell me you'll talk to her and change her mind.
There's no changing Yilda's mind once she's made it.
But I waited so long for this.
A tad self-indulgent to have a whole festival dedicated to you, aye?
I mean, it's not to me.
Looking for insight on the competition, aye? Be careful, should Yilda come sniffing around.
What?
All's I'll tell you is this. While it's the church wine that really gets his blood pumping, if you start with an early afternoon jolt and end with a flourish of blades, you should be well on your way.
Early afternoon jolt. All right. So what beverages are those? So just gonna kind of look at the descriptions of the beverages. I'm thinking the Blade Dancer's bourbon is gonna need to be the last one. The mimosa. I mean, mimosa is typically like a breakfast or a brunch beverage. So that could be it. Start with a mimosa and then do Blade Dancer's bourbon, maybe.
A lewd night. No better time for drinking than the festival. It's when Yilda brings out the best pools for sampling and for the drinking contest.
He gestures to the list of competition drinks posted on the board beside him.
I like to consider myself a connoisseur, so if you have any questions about the spirits, ask them.
Okay, what's Blade Dancer's bourbon?
A good one, aye. There's a flourish of flavors in that are both toasty and creamy with just a tinge of spice. Named after a warrior who deflected arrows with his blade.
Know about Craig's cognac?
Oh, one of my favorites. Distilled with a rock moss that gives the drink a profile so sour it'll make your face pucker worse than Felker's.
Sour? Sour cognac? It doesn't sound good at all. What do you know about Ferrum's Fenny?
Fruit fermentation gives it an agreeableness that pairs perfectly with the burn of Wilgram's whiskey. Was a gift from the Ferrum, given to man before the two found themselves locked in conflict. At least that's what the stories say.
Tell me about Hashari honey.
To think such sweetness could come from the Hashara. Nectar is a byproduct of the Hashara gestation, apparently. Can't imagine what horrors were suffered in discovering this stuff.
Uh-huh. And the bottom of the list?
Yes?
Oh gosh, monster.
Ah, Yilda's signature brew.
Ah.
She describes it as an early afternoon jolt.
There you go.
But be careful, Yilda's been known to understate.
Sorcerer's Soju?
A clean, natural drink which has an enjoyable bitterness to it.
Wilgram's Whiskey.
A Borsarian drink that doesn't indulge in itself. If you want the job done and want a fire in your belly, Wilgram's Whiskey's the drink to do it. It's
What do you know
simple and often pairs perfectly with Ferrum's Fenny.
And what do you know about vigorous vermouth?
Oh, a deliciously crisp drink with a slap of bitter spice. Often called the troubled lover's lockpick. For some, it's best to enjoy sitting down.
Okay, goodbye. I think I was right about my guess there. I mean, the mimosa, and then the Blade Dancer's bourbon. If I'm to listen to that
You've
guy.
got to start with the lockpick. She's not a fan of the spice.
Then comes the sweet?
You've sand in your ears. It's sour first, then sweet.
I don't think that's right. It's sweet, then sour. I remember.
Whatever it is, you've got to finish with the dancer. How she came to drink like that, I'll never know. Maybe it's to tolerate that weepy cropkeep of hers.
Huh. Okay, so everybody's got different opinions
Had my
on...
brethren not forced me to abstain from the drink, I would never have invented the sap grog, which kept me from dying a most painful death. So, pressure's not all bad.
Now that I think about it, my pots are less bottom heavy when there are odds on me about making something of myself.
Okay.
My knight!
Here we
Happy
go.
Festival to you! Come to imbibe recreationally, or would something a bit more competitive draw your interest?
More competitive.
We've a drinking contest set to start any time now. Interested? Or would such participation reflect poorly on that shining order of yours?
Sure, sounds fun.
Aha! Let me put the word out and we'll get started. Drink
Okay.
until you drop. Emblems awarded after each round with a bonus at the end.
She extends her hand toward the various bottles on the table. I'm glad she can see them, because there are no bottles.
These here are potent as pours come. Just looking at them wrong may put you on your back. In honor of the festival, it'll be our night who decides the order of enjoyment. I'll be refilling as each of you drink. Ready to prove you've got the chops? Begin.
I'll warn you, Knight. The secret to making a good pot is knowing you can hold just as much as it does.
Alright, we're going to start with the monstrous mimosa. Following your example, he downs the corresponding drink in front of him.
Don't we get anything to help wash it down? Feels like a steel scraper burnishing away the rough parts. Let me ask you something, Knight. You like a well-made pot, don't you?
We're here to drink, not talk.
Yeah. Maybe Pember's right and the order does suck all the fun out of you. What's so good about being in construction anyway?
Okay, so do we drink all three of these? Because he said start with the and then do this one.
You're looking a little wobbly there, Knight.
Uh-oh. I'm not wobbly, you're wobbly. Oh no! I passed out already. Okay, so I guess you do mimosa, soju, then the bourbon. I kind of want to try that one more time.
Beneath the fog came a panicked sun and a sea of violence.
If we can try it again.
No shame in falling down, Knight. It's the getting up after which matters. Interested in trying again? Aha! Let me put the word out and we'll drink until you drop. Emblem. These here are potent as in honor of the festival. It'll be our night who decides the order of enjoyment.
I'll warn you, Knight. The secret to
Yeah.
making a
All
good
right,
pot-
mimosa first.
Don't we get anything to help wash? Feels like a steel scraper burnishing away the rough parts.
Okay.
Let me ask you something, Knight. You like a well-made pot, don't you?
Sure, who doesn't?
Right? I knew you had a creative spirit. What's so good about being in construction anyway?
Alright, let's do the sorcerer's soju next.
I do believe I'm beating you, Knight. All day long, hammer and nail. Hammer and nail. I'll show him. I'll show everyone.
He gapes at his hands.
These are instruments of art.
Alright, now we'll do the bourbon. Thrusting his mug high into the air, he manages to keep his feet.
Will you join my crew, Knight? Join the Order of the Pot.
With a face suddenly serious and somber, he leans across the table.
Shh. It's a secret and exclusive order.
All hail pottery!
Careful now, girlie. You're looking a little unsteady.
Don't tell me what to do, Dad.
Boom. Okay. Yay,
Guess
we
all
won.
families are alike.
She pulls a bucket from beneath the table and ladles out a helping of murky, thick liquid.
All right, little knight. A sip of this should set you straight for the next round. Here are your emblems. Don't lose them.
Let's drink the mysterious liquid.
Who's next? Come on, we don't have all day. Round 2. We've swapped some drinks and added another.
Oh, geez.
You know the drill. Drink until you drop.
Smiles at you from across the table.
This'll be a thread just between us, okay?
Told Hilson I was going to advertise the food stall I did.
Okay, we'll start sweet, so we'll do the Hashari honey. With a balanced hand, she lingers while drinking the corresponding spirit. After finishing it, she delicately wipes her mouth with an ornately embroidered cloth.
You're looking right sun-baked there,
Oh,
Knight.
already? Just a little warm is all. Dead. Wow.
As a figure gasped and was choked with fright, blood stained the stones she walked on.
I wonder if you, when you find other musicians, if their songs change, or if just this song becomes more complex. Okay. We're going to take a break from imbibing and head up to the upper terrace. Let's see what we can do about old what's-his-face. Rindell.
A lewd night of Starspire. Happy festival.
Happy festival to you, Misha.
As coordinator of this year's festivities, I can exchange your emblems for prizes or direct you to our numerous activities. I'm also conducting the foot race, should you wish to participate.
I'd like to exchange emblems.
Absolutely. Take a look at our prizes.
You can buy Scriptures of Lysis? Talisman of Sinful Greed? Oh no. Show more? Pommelcast? Merchant Armor. Lawrence's Lost Key. Oh, that's how you get into the storeroom. Okay. I don't want to say goodbye. I want to go back to the previous... I want to do the foot race.
As coordinator of this year's festivities, I can exchange your emblems for prizes or direct you to our numerous activities. Let me gather the rest of the participants.
Okay.
All right, let's meet our participants. Bannon, Pember, Derrid, and our very own Remnant Knight.
And I'm the only one with a sword.
Racers, the path is marked by archers and you'll need to pass through each as you run. If you wander too far off the main path, you'll be disqualified.
Okay.
Take your marks. 3, 2,
enjoy the
go!
Why are we not sprinting? Is this the best I can do?
Finish!
That guy cheated.
In fourth, we have Derrid. In third, we have Pember. In second, we have our Remnant Knight.
Boo.
And the winner is Bannon.
Who cheated?
Not one of ya had a chance. Not one.
All right, I'll distribute your emblems accordingly. Thank you for racing, and come and see me if you'd like to try again.
Okay, so I'm wondering... Ooh, 10. 10 for second place? So I'm wondering if I do dashes... Oh. It's not working. It's a jump. Oops. It's like if I start with this and I do a dash at the beginning. Let's try it one more time.
As coordinator of this year's festivities, I can exchange your emblems for... let me gather the rest of the participants. All right, let's meet Bannon, Pember, Derrod, and our very own racers. The path is marked by archers, and you'll need to take your mark. 3, 2...
Enjoy the...
Go!
This isn't working. Oh, well, that didn't work at all. I wonder if I were to jump off one of those higher... Yeah, he's gonna win. There's gotta be a trick to it.
Finish! In fourth, we have Derek. In third, we in second. And the winner, Bannon. All right.
All right, so there's another 10 festival emblems. All right, well, she's got a lot of things to sell, including that 100 emblem key. So I'm definitely going to want to participate in as much of this stuff as I can, but I think it's time to take a little bit of a break. I hope you come back for the second half of the Festival of Starspire. I hope you're enjoying your day, and like and subscribe if you would, please, and we will see you next time. Take care.
No games.